Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Yeah. You?
Great.
Yeah, we're doing great. A little busy here with the rehearsals for the performance next week.
Yeah. I was going to ask, are you in rehearsals now, just because of the seating behind you? Like,
There's
yeah.
all this massive. We're in like an auditorium.
We can actually maybe show you, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Can we like?
Yeah.
There's somebody recording
go for
us.
it.
Look at that.
Go for it. Yeah.
It's Linda.
Oh, hello.
That's our manager.
We've got a full press team. Hello.
Yeah,
We got a full press team. Amazing team. It's
Exactly.
Pedro and Linda. Also, Vania's here.
Vania's here.
Hello.
She's just in
Yes,
the back.
it's
I think.
Bon dia.
Bon dia, Joey
Bon
sings
dia.
everyone.
Yeah.
Just to get us started, like, if you just want to introduce yourselves, like, who is Bandua? How did you guys meet?
So I am Dario, also known as Tempura, and this is Edgar Valente. I work the electronics and the instrumental parts, and Edgar, he plays keyboards, he sings, we both play percussion. And we started out the project somewhere along 2019 when we got together to record some music. I invited Edgar to do some vocals on a few tracks I had, and then eventually we decided that we wanted to do this live, and that's how kind of Bandua came about in a really short summary.
Yeah, Dario started bringing this idea of bringing into down-tempo music and to electronic music in a more slow pace, mostly inspired by his trips in Berlin, right?
Yeah, a couple of trips in Berlin and other places. Definitely trips in general, but yeah, a lot of
Well,
a lot
in both
of the
senses of the
influence.
word.
Yeah, the idea initially was that I wanted to bring in that more traditional Portuguese element outside of fado. The more music that comes more from the interior of the land. I wanted to take some of those influences and try to put it in a context of down tempo, like artists like Nicola Cruz have done, Chancha. And I was looking for music that had that Portuguese touch to it, but I couldn't really find anything. So I thought, yeah, why not try and make some?
And that's when this guy then meets me and calls me to come in.
Yeah, and record some vocals.
Yeah, because I've been working
brilliant.
into the traditional. I don't like to call it traditional, actually. I think it's a work that I've been doing in the last 10 years of going and searching into the traditional music and the popular culture around all Portugal to try to redefine what's what is the spirit of the land somehow, if you want to put it like this. And that's where I meet also the Aduf, this I don't know if you are if you know a doof is this square drum that is just right here in a small, and here right there in a big huge one.
Oh yeah.
That is from Beira Baixa, the region where we both of us have roots, and we started like, wow, this makes a lot of sense. Let's go to old poems and reinterpret them and rewrite them and bring them alive into club music.
Your sort of profile on the Electro-Folk's website, it says that I don't know if you've seen this as well, but you're the first to sort of mix Beira Baixa sound with Berlin sort of down-tempo electro pop. For those people who've never been to Portugal before, what is Beira Baixa like?
Yeah, it's a really magical place. It's kind of, most people are more familiar with the coastline, Lisbon, Porto, Algarve a lot. Beira Baixa is a small little region that's more in the interior of the country. It borders Spain, and it's just underneath the mountain of Serra da Estrela.
I found a way of recently of describing for the ones maybe.
Okay.
You know where is Boom Festival? Have you heard of Boom Festival?
Yeah.
It's the region where Boom Festival is. This year we are doing Boom.
We're gonna be doing a gig in Boom.
A gig like the opening of Boom Act will be a special concert. We're preparing for that. You can find it in a land that is a special place. Not just the landscape, but the energy of the place is quite special, and also the culture, and also the fact that it was a matriarchal culture. We are men, but we are, honoring this feminine energy that it's also very present in our music and in Beira Baixa.
Yeah, it's both equally very cold in the winter and very warm in the summer. Very dry and also very green when the rainier seasons come around. So it's a place of contrast. I believe there was also some scenes from Game of Thrones filmed there recently.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
They filmed it in Monsanto, which is this very beautiful place. It has like a town built on almost like a mesa.
What a shame they didn't use our music.
Yeah, they could have used our music down.
Yeah, that would have
Maybe
gone,
next
I think.
season.
So,
Maybe next
modern,
season.
medieval. Yeah, we do need to talk about your song for Festival de Canção, which is called Bandeiras. It translates to flags. For people who don't speak Portuguese, what is it about? What do the lyrics mean? What does it mean to you?
It's about that we are standing up too much flags. And we were talking about flags. It's also about statements. It's about ideologies. It's about the fact that we forgot too many times this condition of oneness. And so also the lyric talks about that we all have the right to
wave flags, or
not the right to wave flags, de fazer as neiras.
Oh, we have the right to screw up, let's say.
Yeah.
It's a song with the intention of sensitizing the idea that people a lot of times are extremely motivated to state and impose their own ideologies and their own political views and their own religious views. And that today the world is so polarized. Everyone wants to wave their flags and everyone wants to impose their flags on each other. And it's about, the song speaks a little bit about, we all have the right to say wrong things. We all have the right to say right things, to screw up, to do things properly. So Bandeiras is a kind of a call for us to be, as human beings, to be a little bit more aware of our own stances, and not immediately run towards imposing that stance on other people.
You come there to the stage of Eurovision and the first thing you see is flags from all over the place. Of course, this is a celebration of the difference of all of these cultures from different places. But somehow this wish of, let's not bring flags this time. Let's just be there for what we are, because we are all a mix of cultures already inside of us in our genetics nowadays. Why not being in a Eurovision context without the context of flags?
Yeah,
all over the place, just people and just appreciating music.
This sounds like an apt analogy for Eurovision fans on Twitter. I think maybe this is a powerful message to potentially some people in the fandom. That's a really nice way of looking at it. Without giving too much away, you mentioned the Adulfe and some of the things that you do in your performances, but like, what can we expect at Festival de Canção from Bandua?
Yeah, we're going to try and interpret the song in a more bodily context with a bit of contemporary dance and a bit of let's say dialogue between me and Edgar. We also have a third person present who represents the entity Bandua, and we're going to try and create sort of a visual narrative of the song itself, of the polarities towards, let's say, the middle and the end. A dialogue, a more positive, understanding dialogue starts to happen, and the two polar opposites start coming together.
So Bandua has this function of tying, there's maybe even a better word for this. Is it tying?
You would say tying or bringing together.
Yeah, bring together.
Oh, like physically with ropes and stuff, like.
Yeah, so actually, back in the day when people used to, let's say, pray to this entity, it would be in order to tie or untie. Let's say that you wanted a specific thing to happen, such as a business deal, or you wanted to travel safely somewhere, or you had something together with somebody that you wanted to break apart or to fall apart or untie. And so you would ask this entity or pray or do whatever ritual that was relevant to you in order for this to happen.
Okay. And this is also what somehow is in the lyric at a certain part where we say, eu peço a Bandua quem laça as bandeiras, eu rezo a Bandua quem lê as bandeiras. Is I ask to Bandua to tie the flags, and I pray to Bandua to tie the flags.
You probably had the chance to meet some of your fellow competitors, but like, which of the other songs are you sort of enjoying listening to?
I personally really like that song from that band called The Happy Mess, just because I think it's one of the more happy-go-lucky indie rock songs over there. Another song that comes to my mind is that other song by that other rock band also.
The Poke Sportif, You Can't Win Charlie Brown.
Yeah, because they're that's the one, because they're like really old school band. Yeah, they're really old school band from Portugal.
Really old school here.
So it's interesting to see them there also.
I have this relation to Edmundo Inácio, because we kind of, I'm from Covilhã, from Beira Baixa, but when I was in my 14 years old, I went to Portimão to live. That is in the south, where he's from, and I'm very proud of him because it's the first time he wrote a song. We also have been writing songs together, actually. Yes, I kind of felt like a
godfather.
More related to it.
That's really nice. Yeah, nice that you all have these relationships outside of Festival de Canção as well. I've been chatting to other people.
I also love Evandro's
voice.
Yeah, it's when we were listening
he's come up a lot with a lot of the people we've interviewed. Like, yeah, he seems pretty popular. You know, Festival de Canção is kind of a national institution anyway in Portugal, but we do need to think ahead to potentially what lies beyond Festival de Canção, which is Eurovision. I don't know if you guys, how much are you following Eurovision? Like, what are your sort of favorite memories from watching in the past?
Well, we've not been, I think we can talk for both, right? We are not those fans that we are following Eurovision a lot. Actually, you know that in Portugal, as you might know, in the last, like before Salvador, that like here, the Festival da Canção started being cool kind of again. We were quite disconnected from Eurovision. For us was too pop, hero pop thing. And so now in the last years, we've been like sometimes watching it. I don't have much memories actually related, except when Salvador won. He's also a friend. And so it's like... Yeah, that's the best memory for sure I had of it.
I remember when a few years back, not so many years back, I saw that Israel won. And I just remember, I don't remember what the song was, but I remember the lady singing and I thought she looked like Bjork for some reason. Yeah,
in the sort of the vocal fry, the vocal acrobatic. Yeah, a lot of the fans said there was an element of Bjork to it,
And I don't know why, that's just like a memory in my head.
Nectar. 2018.
I think so. Maybe. I guess. Yeah.
If it's recent, then it'll be that. That was when it was in Lisbon.
I don't know why. There you go. I don't remember why I remember this, but it's just something that stuck in my mind. There you go.
Just before you go, is there anything you'd like to say to the readers of ESCBubble and our fans, people discovering your music?
Yeah, just, go on Spotify and listen to our album. Check out something beyond Bandeiras. We are hopefully going to go outside of Portugal to play a couple of gigs eventually. And it would be great to get some new followers and just some people, spreading our work and spreading the word. And maybe we can see some of them at a live show sometime.
Yes, I think it's the main thing. It's like we are already really ready to come all over the place and bring our music. The final this year would be in Ukraine, right? If it wasn't because of war, it wasn't because of flags. So it would be beautiful if we can bring this and consider this and come to Liverpool, and as human beings, all from the same source, made of stars, made of earth.
Yes, all waving a similar flag, flag of unity and understanding.
Oh, well, I will definitely be there waving my flag of unity and being united by music. That is a lovely sentiment to end on.
That's one we can all...
And a lovely little self-plug to end. Yeah, do go and support the new artists that we're discovering through all these national finals. Go and listen to Bandua's music if you've not already. And thank you so much for chatting to us today. I'll let you get back to your stuff.